Welcome NEXUS community for this exclusive webinar dedicated to PURFLUX Group. All together, we will discover more about this filtration group that is amazing, that works a lot on innovation and serves not only the OE and the OES, but of course the automotive aftermarket. 70 years of filtration, of experience, tremendous experience of PURFLUX Group drives them to become one of the truly global aftermarket players in filtration, with an ambition to become a worldwide leader in the future. The webinars are very often too long, so I ask my invitees that will join us in a minute to just give us 3 reasons to believe that PURFLUX Group is the real OE partner. To help me to understand and to answer this question and to give you 3 reasons to believe in it, I am very pleased to welcome Pierre-Henri and Maxime. Pierre-Henri, thank you so much for being with us today. PURFLUX is very renowned in the OE, OES world, lately in the aftermarket. But at the beginning, in the backbone of your group, what is its industrial DNA?
So thank you first, Emmanuel, for discussing this passionate topic. The origin of PURFLUX, it's 70 years ago, 1956, with one very interesting invention, which is the plissé chevron in French, the chevron pleated technology. Okay, so it's based in France. Okay, born in France 70 years ago. We still have 2 factories in France, one in Normandy, one in Aveyron, a very beautiful region. And all this specific shape of this filter, the zigzag, we can call it like that if you want, is a design, but not only, it's also a technical specifications which allow our product to give 20% more performance than the others. So it's truly an invention that has changed the face of the group.
But you're mentioning, and this is of course something we know, the French roots, French origins of PURFLUX, but you confirm that this is an international leading group.
Yeah, we are definitely international. We have 10 factories across the group. 3 are in India, 1 in the US, the rest is in Europe and North Africa. So we produce internationally. We work with all customers internationally. We will see that after maybe, OEM, OES, and independent aftermarket, of course. So yes, we are an international group. The roots are in France.
Which has a real global footprint, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When you say everywhere that you are an OE partner, what do you mean by OE partner? How would you explain or describe this partnership? Is it just a sign agreement, commercial sign agreement, or is it deeper? And how is it deeper?
I would say just for the joke that it starts with the papers that is signed, of course. But what is really important is that for us, the OE customers, our OE customers, is the base of the group. From 70 years ago, we started with Citroën, with the French car, ID19. Which was iconic at this time. And we started on this car, and since we have developed with new OEMs and new OEMs every year, every decade, to be able to work together with almost all of them. Okay, so Renault, Stellantis, if you take the German ones, Mercedes, Volkswagen, Audi, of course, BMW, all these brands trust us to supply, to develop as well, all the filtration solution that will equip their vehicles tomorrow.
When you say develop, what do you mean by developing? It means that they ask something for you and you just try to answer the request, or is it a co-development, a co-innovation between PURFLUX and those big brands?
It's a common work. Every day we are working with the teams of our OE customers to co-develop, indeed, the solutions that will be onboarded by the customer. So it's a work between our technical teams and theirs. Okay, and for that we have 3 R&D centers, one in the US, one in India, and one in France. Very close to, I would say, our different customers. And all the teams, technical teams, the laboratory, the prototyping teams, all the testings that are done are there to justify this quality of OE and this co-development with OE suppliers.
Make us dreaming. What is the very last innovation that came out of PURFLUX R&D Center?
The last innovation that was released a few months ago, I would say publicly, okay, is a very specific air filter for a nitrogen supercar, which will be racing at Le Mans in a few years.
Wow.
So this is very the last, I would say, most fancy innovation that we have done this last month.
You remember at the very beginning of this webinar, I promised our members that you are going to give us 3 main reasons to choose PURFLUX. So what is the very first one, Pierre-Henri?
There are many more than 3, but if we
yes,
need
but
to
you
select
promised
3.
me
to
we select
will be
3,
short.
and I will play my bad role. You will remain with 3 reasons.
Okay.
First one.
First one, PURFLUX Group, of course, is the OE supplier. Okay, OE supplier meaning we have the industrial footprint, 10 factories. We produced every year millions of filters for the OE, for the OES, and of course for the aftermarket.
I am now joined with Maxime. Hello, Maxime.
Hello.
Thank you for being with us today. With Pierre-Henri, we have been deep diving into the OE services that PURFLUX is giving. But what is interesting for our members, which are distributors and beyond distributors, at the very end of the supply chain, the workshop, what are the value proposition that, based on your tremendous experience on the OE sector, you can offer both to the distributors and the workshop in the independent aftermarket?
So, as we already discussed about, we are an expert in filtration. I mean, it's already 70 years experience. We are bringing all the OE to the aftermarket, and we are continuing innovating and continuing launching new reference, like on all the range we have, 400 reference on average every year. And this year we try to launch 1,200 references. So it will be a big step, and we are already at 400 reference. As you say, so the idea is to have the perfect market coverage, to be the best in class, to come with all the filtration needs. Like if you were speaking about the workshop, the idea is you are working with PURFLUX, you will be able to say yes to all your customers. Yes, I have these filters. Yes, I have the offer in all the family, cabin, air, diesel, petrol and we also have many other range like transmission filters or other added value on the filtration offer.
Maxime, I understand that your innovation and your range of product is amazing with a passenger car. But beyond passenger cars, do you diversify the PURFLUX offer, I don't know, to heavy duty, to commercial vehicles, to any others?
I'm very pleased that you asked this question, Emmanuel. It's really something that we work when we are focused on. It's the launch of our commercial vehicle range. That is a 2026 project. We already have 1,000 SKUs, and the target is to cover 95% of the European car park. And we are, it's already a success, and we are working with the NEXUS community also to launch and to have the same success with your distributors.
Let's look at what you offer to heavy duty.
Yes, let's go.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
Maxime, I understand you enlarge the product range, but very often when we enlarge a product range, we increase the complexity. And the complexity is an enemy of the distributors and the worst enemy of the workshop. So how do you combine this product range enlarging with the risk of complexity increasing?
So, we are working on a very large range. This is the main point, but it doesn't mean that we are bringing complexity. The idea is to simplify also the legibility and the understanding of the range. Like we have specific colors by families, we have dedicated picto on the box. So this means that you are immediately identified your product and what you need inside your warehouse. So meaning that you will immediately go straight to the point, and you will make sure that your team is effective inside the warehouse.
So, Maxime, let's go to the second reason to choose PURFLUX. What would it be?
We simplify to amplify.
Thank you, Maxime.
You're welcome, Emmanuel.
Pierre-Henri, let's be honest. Filtration is a mature market. So I understand that you are working on innovation, but how you can innovate on a mature market? Would you change the range of product? Would you explore new range of product? What is the secret recipe of PURFLUX to escape from the dead trick of a mature market?
Emmanuel, I agree with you that filtration is quite a mature market. Still, I would say you have two choices. Either you say it's a mature market and you stop there, okay, and you just, I would say, care about the coverage, and that's it. And it's fine. It could be fine for.
But this is not your choice, I'm sure.
And the other choice, and
okay,
this is ours. I would say, you say, okay, even if it's a mature market, you still can innovate. Why and how? Why? Because you are OE, and so from the OE, you can definitely develop the adapted solution for the aftermarket. And how? By listening to your customer. And this is the key difference between PURFLUX and the others.
Okay, this I understand. But our friends who are watching us today will not just believe you because of what you say. Could you give us some example, concrete proof of your innovation, not for OE, but for the aftermarket, the independent aftermarket, for distributors, for workshops? How can you illustrate this innovation from PURFLUX Group?
It's just that for every and each product family, we have an innovation. So if you have a look at our range, for example, the filter box. Okay, we launched it years ago, before many others, to have one box, all the filters.
The one that we see here?
This one, one box, all the filters, the gasket and the drain plug offered. Okay, and this is just for the all-in-one repair solution. So it was thought for the workshop and for the distributor. Easy to store, easy to buy, easy to distribute, and that's it. This is the first one. If you want a second one, let's say cabin air filter. Cabin air filter, we could sell only pollen and carbon and it's enough, but we have made the choice to go beyond that and to develop a specific technology which is EPA, Cabin EPA Plus, which has the best level of filtration for any other cabin air filters. So, for example, you can filter the air that goes inside the car with all the particles of the size of a virus. Okay, so it's incredibly small, and this is the only technology that is able to do it, and it's for the aftermarket.
Let's deep dive into it because this is interesting, not only for the innovation, but for the social responsibility that drives such an innovation. Does it mean that at PURFLUX you are concerned by your social impact, your social responsibility, or it's just an innovation to show how innovative you are?
We are innovative.
Definitely,
but yes, I think that every company has a social role to play, and this is ours, okay? Is to make sure that when you equip your car with our filters, you have the best of it. And you have the best of the filtration, meaning that if you are in your car and you have, I don't know, a child that is a little bit ill and so on, you have the purest air that can circulate inside the car, okay? And this is something that we do for all the technologies, as I was saying. If we take the air engine filter, all our filters are equipped with flame retardant treatments, which means that it's the safest filter for the car, and so on and so on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, Maxime, innovation in filtration, I understand. Innovation in, as Pierre-Henri told us, to protect human in a car, that's great. But do PURFLUX innovation goes beyond filtrations only, or would you remain focused on filtration?
So, as of today, we remain on what we know perfectly, the filtration, but we are coming with added value as an expert in filtration, like the automatic gearbox. This is really something that is nowadays very common on the street. There is no question about this. Everybody will have an automatic gearbox, so meaning that we are coming with a transmission filter kit that you have inside the box everything you need for your automatic gearbox maintenance.
That we can see on the screen right now. Okay.
Screw, gasket, everything. Meaning that you open your automatic gearbox, you are able to make the maintenance till the end, which is an added value from PURFLUX. And we also come with oil cover, meaning that something on the top.
Okay.
So meaning that when the workshop is doing the maintenance of your cars, they open and they open and they destroy it. Meaning that it's quite difficult to, except if you change all the module, then it's an added service that we have, that we are coming with this oil cover. On top of that, we are focused on the market, and you may heard about hybrid vehicle.
Of course, of course. So, electrical vehicles, hybrid vehicles. So
here, you may don't know that there is also filtration for hybrid vehicle.
Really?
Yes. It's something specific that we have launched last year. As we are an innovating company, we launch one product every year. So we were discussing about a filter box, about EPA, and so on. And we have this filtration for the hybrid, and it's really something that is coming in the workshop right now, as it's some cars that has maybe 4 or 5 years already.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Pierre-Henri, we are almost at the end of this discussion today. And you remember at the very beginning, I promised the NEXUS community that you would give us 3 reasons to choose PURFLUX. We heard and understood the first one and the second one. There is one missing reason to choose PURFLUX. What would be, according to you, the third reason to choose PURFLUX?
Innovation. Innovation, because every time we could have done things halfway, we choose to do it better than the others. And this is what defines us. We are driven by innovation on the OE, but also on the aftermarket. And this is, I would say, all the content that we want to put into our range and propose to our customers.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing the game. I know that it was complicated when we are doing a webinar. We want to say as much as we can, and I suggested as a rule to only choose those 3 reasons, and you accepted to play the game. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, my friend of the NEXUS community, this is thanks to PURFLUX Group, suppliers like this, who are the best partners of the OE that are giving to the automotive aftermarket their innovation. And we can benefit from this bridge that they are building between the OE world to the aftermarket world that allows us to remain at the cutting edge of the industry. So we need to support suppliers like you guys who are supporting the aftermarket, because we form only one community. I would even say one family. So Maxime, Pierre-Henri, thank you so much.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.